be presenting as the great-granddaughter of Tom Robinson, a renowned activist for Black lives, in order to showcase the long-standing flaws of our justice system. I'll be using Tom Robinson, Emmett Till, and Eric Garner as Mockingbird in order to show how social injustice has been a problem in our American court systems today. And I will be using a spoken word as a speech at a Black Lives Matter rally. My comrades in arms, fellow Black men and women, brothers and sisters, I've come to you to address the societal ill that has plagued our very existence and being as people of color. I've come to discuss a system based on an ism, racism that is, and how prevalent it is in today's justice system. You see, in today's society, perjury has become the new truth, and the courtroom has become a room merely filled with lies. This system based on prejudice, power, and discrimination has already set its goals in making us inferior through race and class. This same system is also responsible and accountable for the wrongful killing, mutilation, and strangulation of my dear brothers, Tom Robinson, Emmett Till, and Eric Garner. Let us have a moment of silence and witness the horrors that our brothers endured every single day. They were all mockingbirds, trying to escape and overcome society's cruelty and prejudice. However, their wings became entangled in chain, making it unable for them to fly away from the perils of this cruel, cruel world. Their hues of brown, black, and gold led to their mistreatment and deaths. Their beautiful skin led to their oppression, suppression, and subjection, as they became mere target practice for our police, New Age slave patrol, modern day KKK. But that's not the only thing I want to address. This long-standing issue of social injustice has caused our fellow brothers to be convicted of crimes they haven't committed. You see, the sad truth is that in our courts, when it's the white man's word against the black man's word, the white man always wins, making our black men pawns in this already settled match. If only this game were fair, I say that cheaters never win. A jury of our own peers have been dismissive of any evidence that may prove our innocence because of their depiction of our own race. The system wrongfully accuses, tortures, and imprisons our black men. In the case of our black brothers, false accusations of rape, a holla at a white bitch, and supposedly selling some shit made their deaths inevitable. Let me talk to y'all about my grandpa Tom first. He was a hard-working, friendly black man, model citizen to those in Macomb. He worked for Link Data as a white man on his cotton field, and he interacted daily with my yellow Ewell. One day, Miss Ewell asked Tom to fix the door. Tom didn't know the guy had other intentions. Tom examined the door, noticed nothing was wrong. She then asked him to grab a box out the wardrobe. Tom stepped on a chair. Maya yanked his legs. Tom stepped off confused as to what just happened. Maya then tried to hug him and then proceeded to kiss him. The dad busts in, yelling that his daughter's a whore. Tom takes off. So when he leaves, the father strikes his daughter with his left hand. All she wanted was to be loved. She'd been rejected and neglected. So in desperation, she dragged Tom to court and falsely accused him of rape. And his name became soiled by a white woman who could not come to terms with her romantic feelings for a black man. Tom testifies in court saying that never been with a grown man before, never been with a nigger. However, you made one fatal mistake. You said you felt sorry for her, which led the jury to believe that you sexually assaulted Mrs. Ewell. And it's sad to say that in the pursuit of freedom, death found you in the form of 17 shots. The system views us as nothing more than niggers. Worth no more than being slaughtered for the color of our skins. The trend is the same. It continues with Emmett Till. Emmett was a 14-year-old boy from Chicago visiting family in Mississippi. One day he went to the store to get some things, and Miss Bryant said the little boy tries to spit game on him. Miss Bryant, I hope you know that your lies struck down another innocent mockingbird from the sky. The husband finds out that the black boy spit game on his girl, so he and his half-brother abducted the little boy, beat him, mutilated him, and shot at his already lifeless body. He'd been disposed of in the Tallahatchie River, only to be found 3 days later. In an unsurprising twist, the justice system yet fails again. His two assailants are acquitted, and yet another black man is found dead. Last but not least, Eric, you were just minding your business when police said that you were resisting arrest. So they put you in that illegal chokehold position, banged your head across that cold concrete floor, pushed you as you screamed, "I can't breathe! I can't breathe! I can't breathe!" 11 times to police. They strangled you to the point where you were lifeless. You would think as time passed, these issues would begin to vanish. You would think that because of the 13th and 14th Amendment, we'd be looked at a higher regard. However, we're exempted. They treat us like second-class citizens, the savages they perceive us to be. Our innocence is taken away. They rob us of our innocence. We're unjustifiably shot by those set to protect us. Fellow comrades in arms, my brothers and sisters, it is now time for us to revolt against this oppressive system. Thank you. I decided to use a spoken word in order to convey emotions based on what happened to our fellow black brothers. I feel like a spoken word will allow me to portray what I believed in and other things like that. Also, the use of the vulgar language was used to intensify and dramatize the severity of the issues. What else? The video, I used that as well because I wanted to show you guys the actual images of what this cruelty and prejudice look like towards our black brothers.
From your perspective, what is a mockingbird and why did you choose these characters as representation?
Well, as you know, the book states that the mockingbird is someone that is innocent. And I felt like I had to choose these brothers because, well, okay, we all know Tom's story, falsely accused because white girl, well, falsely accused of rape. And we know that he didn't commit rape. And then I chose to pick Emmett because he was a tad bit more graphic and he was 20 years apart. So it was like, okay, Emmett, you're next because everybody knows your story. And then I decided to pick Eric as well because even though his death is like 3 years old, his shocked the world seeing that he didn't do anything. He was minding his own business when police felt like he was disrupting peace and they felt like they had deserved to kill him for no reason. So, Shay.
My question was, what made you use modern day victims of police brutality rather than just using Tom Robinson as an example?
Well, basically, going back to my thesis, I wanted to show how social injustice has been a problem that's been going on and on and on and on and on and on and on forever. So by using someone from the 1930s, 1950s, and present day America, I was able to show that. Rothschild.
Why do you think that history is still repeating itself? And why?
I believe that, okay, since some of the stuff has been ingrained, deeply ingrained in our society for so long, and people can't let go of some of the ideologies or correct them, I feel like that plays a role. And also, some people don't educate their children, so they repeat the same mistakes from past years. Nathaniel?
This one's more of a comment than a question. I saw how you changed tones going in there as you started the presentation. You really put a lot of emotion into it. And I think that that wasn't just, and that was all you in there. Like, you really took advantage of this presentation.
Alright, one, you know, you just told, but I was gonna say, were you inspired by like a certain activist, and could this be like a future career for you?
I mean, I follow a lot of pro-black Instagram pages, but I don't really look up to anyone. Not really.
Can I suggest?
Yes.
Can I suggest Congressman John Lewis?
Who's that?
A person you could look up to.
Okay.
He was a congressman from Atlanta originally. At the base of the Emmett Bridge, he was speaking during the walk from Selma.
Yes, he was the leader of the Southern
Christian Leaders Conference.
No, the student like SNCC. Students. I forget. Anyway, close colleague and friend of Dr. King's, and still fighting for right and truth in Congress.
So you see, you like pointed out all these same exact things happening, and you see the different time periods. Do you actually see it change, or do you notice that nothing is really going to change anytime soon, even though people claim we're equal and things have progressed?
Okay, unless the flawed ideology and the stuff that's been deeply ingrained in our system goes away, then I think that this will continue to happen no matter how much we protest or how much we fight, or, you know, we'll still be treated like this if it's not corrected. Ben?
Why didn't you use the event with George Zimmerman and
Well, so originally it was going to be 10 victims, but like, you know, we kind of pressed for time, so I couldn't include everyone. But yeah, these were my top 3, so yeah. And
I was gonna say, did you have like any like personal connection with like injustice, like not necessarily like just watching it, but with you personally having any injustice towards you?
Well, looking at it from an institutionalized point of view, yes, because some of the laws keep us as Black people from advancing. We're put on the bottom of the pedestal, bottom of the bottom of the social pyramid. So yeah. Anyone else? Is that time? Okay.
What you know? Now you gotta follow up.